Hi everyone, and welcome to the episode 3 of the Introduction to Research Methodology. In the previous episodes, I introduced you the definitions of research, what is the research, and also the purpose and motivations of the research. In this episode, I want to discuss about the types of research. These are generally the types of research, but not limited to these, maybe some more, but generally these are the types of research: fundamental, exploratory, applied, descriptive, analytical, and predictive. Let's see a brief description about each of them. First, fundamental research. It is mainly concerned with generalizations and with the formulation of a theory. Okay, so fundamental research are concerned and connected with formulation of a theory. Research concerning some natural phenomena or relating to pure mathematics are example of fundamental research. Okay, and basic research is directed towards finding information that has a broad base of applications, adds to the already existing organized body of scientific knowledge. Okay, these are some definitions, and when I go through the teaching you how to write a research paper, you will find out more. Okay, so the second type, exploratory research. Exploratory research is undertaken when few or no previous studies exist. As the name tells us, it's exploratory, discovering a new thing. Okay, the aim is to look for patterns, hypotheses, or ideas that can be tested and will form the basis for further research. Typical research techniques would include case studies, observation, and review of previous related studies and data. Okay, so this is the exploratory research. For example, when you want to check that in biology or biostatistics, what biomarkers are have effect on specific cancer, for example colorectal cancer. This is exploratory research. Okay, and for example finding new biomarkers or new genes. Okay, so what is applied research? I want to add a point here that some of this research may have overlap with each other. For example, maybe a research would be exploratory and also applied, no problem, maybe they have overlap. Aims at finding a solution for an immediate problem facing a society or an organization. For example, when COVID-19 pandemic happened, many applied research began to study. For example, finding the pharmaceutics and drugs for this disease. Okay, and also some research for early diagnosis and treatment. These are applied research to discover a solution for some pressing practical problems. And these are the last three: descriptive research, analytical research, and predictive research. Descriptive research can be used to identify and classify the elements or characteristics of the subjects. Okay, analytical research often extends the descriptive approach to suggest or explain why or how something is happening. And predictive research, the aim of predictive research is to speculate intelligently on future possibilities based on close analysis of available evidence of cause and effect. For example, you want to predict breast cancer based on mammography images. Okay, this is a predictive research, and these are very interesting. So what are the steps of conducting a research? This is very important. So what do you think the first most important step in conducting a research is asking the question, asking a good question, a question to solve the problem. It is in my opinion, it is the most important question. Okay, it is the most important step, to ask a good question. Okay, because all the solutions came after excellent questions. Okay, so as I also told to you and emphasized, good questions, in my opinion, are more important than the answers. Okay, so first of all, asking that question for what? For discovering, for improving the life, for exploring the nature, for exploring new things. Okay, for discovering new phenomena. Then identifying the most important factors. For example, you ask a question: what are the risk factors? What are the risk factors for liver cancer or for lung cancer? Okay, in this step you should identify the important factors. In this step maybe you can go through the related studies, or based on intuition you propose new factors. Okay, then formulating a hypothesis. For example, you propose this hypothesis. Hypothesis is something that I propose, and during this research we will find out it is right or not. Okay, for example, I will in a research you can have this hypothesis. For example, smoking will result in lung cancer. Okay, so this is your hypothesis, and these are the variables of this study. As you know, this is the independent variable, and this is dependent variable. Okay, so the next step is collecting relevant information. Okay, it is really important, because maybe your idea is really interesting or amazing, but if you don't have any information or data, and you can't analyze, you can't do an applied or analytical research. Maybe you can just do a descriptive or survey or review. Okay, so this step is really important in practical, analytical, or applied research. The information and also the data are really important. I will in the next episode that I will discuss how to write a research paper, I will discuss more about the importance of data. Then testing that hypothesis. For example, here I have the data, I have information, I have the hypothesis. I want to check that is really smoking relate with lung cancer. This is the testing the hypothesis. Maybe this hypothesis is right or not. Both of them has value in scientific works. Working with the hypothesis, work with different variables, reconsidering the theory. Maybe we should reorganize the theory, or reconsider it, or revise it. Okay, maybe we have some wrong theories, and we should reconsider them, and again asking new questions. So we see that this is a very nice cycle. Okay, or in other terms, problem identification, which is really important. Many young students ask from me, what should I do for a good research? I always tell to them that think to the questions that motivates you most. Okay, this is the most important thing. Reviewing information and reviewing information, data collection, really important part, analysis, and drawing conclusion. these are the steps of conducting research. Okay, so in the next episode I will teach you how to write some types of research papers with some real examples and accepted papers in the prestigious journals. Since I'm a scientific reviewer, I will teach you the points that are very important in to consider and take care in writing scientific papers. Okay, so I hope that this episode was useful and informative for you, and if you're interested, please subscribe in my channel and introduce it to your colleagues and friends who are interested. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.